I Walk Alone is a drama film, gangster film of sorts. I wanted to check this out simply for Elizabeth Scott. I just recently discovered her and she's very dreamy. So I've been trying to get my hands on every movie she's in. She's in this movie and so is a pretty good cast. You've got Kirk Douglas, someone she was in a movie with before. However, they didn't share any screen time in The Strange Love of Martha Ivers, I don't think. And there's also Burt Lancaster, of course, who, you know, obviously is Burt Lancaster, everyone knows him. But so this movie is considered a sort of lost gem noir because of the cast. I think all of them were sort of earlier in their career. However, this movie has a lot of talking, even though the acting is fine. The storyline's okay. The sort of build-up of characters is fine. There's not much going on in this movie. The story goes like this. Frankie Madison is just been released from prison for 14 years. He's picked up at the train station by his friend Dave, who sets him up in a nice hotel with some food and a suit. And Frankie's after one thing. He wants to go after his old partner, Noel Turner. Noel is now a successful owner of a nightclub. He's dating a socialite. He's got a beautiful singer on the side, and Frankie starts nosing around, and there's some mind games, some psychological warfare going on. They're trying to figure out what Frankie wants. And it's simple. Frankie wants things to go back to the way they were, 50-50 split. They used to run together after a job gone wrong. Frankie got put up in prison. Noel stopped seeing him, and you know, he sort of feels snubbed. He had 14 years of angst, and Frankie's full of piss and vinegar, and he comes in here storming, demanding things, and Noel doesn't want to give him anything. So this movie is basically a sort of clash of personalities, a clash of two people who don't want to relent at what they have. And Noel could easily give Frankie, his old pal, half, but he doesn't want to, and Frankie can't let it go. In terms of everyone's performance, Kirk Douglas is a pretty good job because he gets to play the villain. He gets to primp and preen and be the sort of mastermind. The guy who plays Dave is really good too. I don't know his name, but he did a really good job. He plays like this quiet sort of accountant. Burt Lancaster's fine, but he's really angsty. Oh yeah, Elizabeth Scott as Kay Lawrence. She's pretty good. She's sort of this innocent ingenue that's sort of caught in the middle of everything, but the movie doesn't have that much going for it in terms of like memorable scenes. There's two memorable scenes, a fight scene in an alley, and there's another standoff in a nightclub that happened in the middle of the movie. However, I just felt that the movie's finale was really contrived. They're trying to go for an overly happy ending, and it just didn't really work with the tone of the movie. The movie's themes of moving on and like how people evolve and like how some people are stuck in the past, it's touched upon here and there. However, I just felt like the movie's ending felt a bit rushed, and after all that, it sort of made the payoff not worth it. So I give I Walk Alone a 6 out of 10.